So the celebration is on for your Brunswick Dolphins. They win this 2021 Region 10 championship today over the Caldwell Community College Cobras by a score of 89-98. They're taking some pictures now. We're going to step aside again here briefly, and when we come back, the cutting down of the net ceremony, and we'll be back here in just a moment to say. The Brunswick Dolphins are your Region 10 tournament champions. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you, and the nets are ready to be cut down here as each player gets ready to take a piece of history home. And the first person to do it is the most deserving. It's Walter Shaw. And, you know, I found myself getting a little misty-eyed before today's game, and I'm finding myself a little misty-eyed right now because I have such admiration and respect for Walter Shaw and what he does here with this Dolphins program. It's easy to say, well, you know, you're being paid by the school, so you're going to say nice things about them. That's not always the case with me. I tend to lay it on the line quite often. Walter Shaw is just a good man, and to see him cut down the net here, it's really something special. Really a terrific person, and speaking of terrific, how about the day in the second half for Jaylen Johnson? Some of his passes today, all season long. I wondered what it was going to look like with Jaylen Johnson and Rhys Mcdonald, both starting point guards in the backcourt, playing so many minutes together, and man, it could not have gone better. Jaylen Johnson, I know he's got some offers. He's going to make the school very happy, as will this kid. The other floor general, Rhys Mcdonald, it's been a pleasure to get to see him for 2 straight years now, and he's going to be a special talent wherever he ends up. I know, again, there's some offers out there as he gets his piece of the net. Christian Kuntz, got to know his family during the scrimmages because they knew I was bored, so they sent me some information. And Christian, man, when he gets into a rhythm, he is one of the most deadly shooters out there. A second-team All-Region player, double digits more times than not, 45% shooter. And then there's Shaq. I mean, Shackelford is such a great kid. I know his family has to be so proud. That's a great basketball family, and Josiah has made them proud here today and all season long. And his former high school teammate, how cool is it that they get to cut down a net here back-to-back? Lance Anthony is a kid who I think when he gets a little more time is going to surprise some people offensively. You know, every time he came in this year, he always made a contribution. He's one of those guys that had no problem doing the little things this year. And how cool is that? 2 high school teammates that get to celebrate this special day together. Austin Hatton, he's going to Clayton State. Clayton State, get ready. He's going to ball out for you. He's been hampered by some injuries this year. We haven't gotten to see as much of him as we would have liked to, but man, when he was on the court, a hard-working, hard-nosed guy, Austin Hatton, I think has provided some of the camera work here in 2021 as well. Let's see who's coming up next here. Brandon Johnson is such a great and talented big man. Not somebody I would want to drive up against. He's going to be a double-double guy one day. And Trey Cousin is one of those guys who is on the bench, not complaining if he gets a DMP that day. He's going out the next game, and he's going to play hard, and he's going to make some contributions. And he did that here this afternoon in the championship game after not playing in the first round game. Petrie, Great wrap to the season for Deontay. Averaged 19.5 points per ball game from March 4th on. Deontay Petrie really had his offensive game going for most of the year, but especially down the stretch, he was able to really do great things and help the Dolphins to that all-important top seed. Another guy who, got a DMP. Sometimes he gets a DMP, not a lot of minutes, but like today, couple of dunks, couple high-energy plays, couple of blocks, some rebounds for Jaylen Green here today. I don't know some of these guys like Cousin Green, Anthony, guys who didn't get a lot of playing time if they're going to come back or if they have some offers out there, but these are guys who, if they do come back, you're going to see, how deep this team was if they come back next year, seeing them play this year. And Jaylen Green's one of those guys. Really helped the Dolphins stretch that lead out at the end of the first half today. Fabulous game for Jaylen Green. Who do we have left here? Deuce Dixon moved into a starting lineup role as the season went on, providing important minutes at the start of the game along with Rhys Mcdonald in the backcourt. Lawson's another guy, when he gets his opportunity. 48% shooter from the field. Cameron Lawson gets his piece of the net. Cameron Frohnbarger's been with the team. Well, he was a redshirt last year, so we didn't see him in action. 42% shooter this year. One of those guys that has, again, come in, and when it's time for his minutes, he has made the most of it, as is Cameron Spain. Cameron Spain has one of my favorite dunks of the year thanks to a box out. I don't know if it was Petrie or Kuntz, but somebody boxed him out and boxed out the defender, and Cameron Spain had a thunderous dunk as a result of that. Spain, I lived in Myrtle Beach for several years, and there's some good basketball in that area. Spain from Socastee. Shout out to Socastee. And those fans who are celebrating, if they're not there, Skylar Davies got some starting minutes this year, and when he had the opportunity, again, he just showed you the depth. And last but not least, Jarian Hancock, one of my favorite players on the team, cutting down the last of the net. And that'll do it, folks. Brunswick's season is going to continue on. For the second time in program history, they're going to the national tournament. The NJC National Tournament will begin in Hutchinson, Kansas on April 19th. So Brunswick will have a little time off in between. We'll find out who their first round opponent will be. The NJCAA Network will take it from here. This wraps up my fourth year covering Dolphins basketball, and I couldn't have had a better finish. Congratulations to Coach Walter Shaw, my friend and one of the great people in college basketball. And congratulations to the Dolphins team, winning today 98-89. The Brunswick Dolphins, the 2021 Region 10 Tournament Champions. Once again, for everybody here at Brunswick, my name's Chris Sheeman. Good luck to the Dolphins in Hutchinson. Take care.